Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a storm, with waves of pain crashing over you one after another? Maybe it's a heartbreak that feels like a piece of you has been ripped away. Or perhaps it's a failure that's left you questioning your worth, a loss that has cast a long, dark shadow over your life. In those moments, it's so easy to feel lost, abandoned, and to ask, why me? Where is God in all of this? But what if I told you that in God's hands, those broken pieces can be transformed into something even more beautiful than the original? He was betrayed, falsely accused, and thrown into prison. Can you imagine the loneliness? The despair. From a human perspective, his life was a series of tragic injustices. It was a pit of pain with no apparent way out. He had every reason to become bitter, to curse his circumstances, and to give up on God. But Joseph held on. He kept his faith, even when everything around him screamed that God had forgotten him. And then, the most incredible thing happened. He was put in a position to save not just his own family, the very brothers who had betrayed him, but the entire nation from a devastating famine. Look at what he said to his brothers years later. Do you see the shift? Joseph recognized that while the pain was real and the actions of his brothers were evil, God was working a bigger plan. He was weaving a thread of redemption through the fabric of suffering. Joseph's prison wasn't just a place of confinement, it was a training ground. God took the worst moments of his life and turned them into the foundation of his purpose. This is a pattern we see again and again. Moses, a murderer who fled into the desert, was called by God from a burning bush to lead his people to freedom. The Apostle Paul, who once persecuted Christians, was transformed on the road to Damascus and went on to write a significant portion of the New Testament, spreading the gospel across the Roman Empire. They were part of the story. God didn't erase their past. A redeemed Italiano. He didn't choose perfect people with perfect lives. But in the hands of a loving creator, it doesn't have the final say. That heartbreak you endured, it can cultivate in you a deeper capacity for empathy, allowing you to comfort others with the same comfort you've received. Every difficult chapter is preparing you for the next one. It's building character, forging strength, and deepening your faith. Maybe you're in a season where you can't see the purpose. It is to hold on to the promise that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. One of the most powerful examples of this is the cross itself. Pain, suffering, and death had seemingly won. The ultimate symbol of pain became the ultimate symbol of purpose. What can he do with your broken heart, your lost job, your uncertain future? He can turn it into a testimony. He can transform your mess into a message. Your test can become your testimony. When you've walked through the fire, you can help guide others who are just entering it. Your pain gives you a unique voice. It gives you a credibility that nothing else can. You're not just speaking theories. You're speaking from experience. You can look someone in the eye who is hurting and say, "I've been there. I know what it feels like." So, I want to encourage you today. Don't despise your struggles. Don't run from your pain. Instead, bring it to God. Lay it at His feet. Be honest with Him about how much it hurts. And then, with an open heart, ask Him, "God, how do you want to use this? Show me the purpose in my pain." It may not be revealed overnight. The process of turning pain into purpose is often slow and gradual. It's a journey, not a destination. But as you continue to walk with Him, you'll begin to see the threads. You'll notice how a past hurt has made you more compassionate. You'll see how a past failure has made you more resilient. You will now start to see the beautiful mosaic that God is creating with the broken pieces of your life. Your story is not over. The pain you feel today is not the final chapter. It's a part of the narrative that God is writing, a narrative of redemption, restoration, and incredible purpose. Trust Him with your pain. He is the God who turns graves into gardens, and He can and will turn your pain into purpose. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that I hope will encourage you on your journey of faith. We'll see you in the next video.